Welcome back. In this video, we are going to learn about how to work with the Angular project. Now I am going to start our server. For that, I am going to our project folder. Here type cmd. Whenever we want to compile and run our project, we have to navigate to our project folder. Here we have to give ng serve command. This command will generate the bundle of files for our project. Now our project is compiled and running in this URL. Now go to the browser. Our Angular project is running. Okay. If you see, as we discussed, the index.html is the first file which will render in the browser. But we don't have any components like this. We are not seeing these components in our HTML file. But we are having the app root. But this is not an HTML element. Where we can find this app root selector. This is the component which is inside the source folder. Inside the source folder, we have app folder. This component have HTML file. See here, we have the styles and the HTML tags. These are the statements rendered in our browser. Okay. In the app component, we have important files, that is app component.ts and app component.spec.ts and app component.html and app component.css. This HTML page contains all the HTML elements which are rendered for our application. This component.css will have the styles that are applied to the component.html file. Then we have spec.ts. This file is used to write the unit test coding to test our application. Then the important file is app component.ts. This is the TypeScript file, contains the app component. That app component is decorated by the component decorator. Okay. In the component decorator, we have some objects. First one is selector. So in which selector we have to use to render this app component. That is this app component inside the HTML. See here we have app root, that is the selector which is used to access the component.html file. Then we have the template URL where we can find that template. Angular will find the HTML elements in this app.component.html file. Then we have styles URL. For this HTML file, what are the styles should be applied will be written inside the app component.css. Then we have app routing.module. We don't want to worry about this because during the creation of this project, I have given the option for routing. So it is added, but without this, we can add those routing modules in our app application. We will see it later. Now I am going to app component.html. I am going to delete all those things and save the changes. Now go to the browser. See here, we don't have any elements in our browser. We are not getting any content. Now I will bring back that, save it, go to the browser, we are getting that, right? And also if we go to the index.html, if I remove this app root selector and save it, go to the browser, refresh it, we are not having any content in our browser. Now I am going to bring back that again, save it, go to our browser, we are getting the component. Okay. Now in the component.html, I am going to delete. I will have this router outlet. We will talk about this router outlet later. Here I am going to have simple h2 element content. Welcome to Angular. Angular project. Now save the changes and go to the browser. See here, we are getting welcome to Angular project. Okay, this is the static content. For displaying the static content, we don't want this type of Angular project, because Angular project is a dynamic web application, and also the Angular is a single page application. Okay, how to load the content dynamically? Now I am going to app component.ts. Here we have title, right? This is the our project name. I am going to modify this, that is student student project. So how will we bring this title in our HTML? See here, in the HTML tag, I am going to bring that by using the set of curly braces. Inside that, I am going to type title. Okay, now save the changes. Okay. Go to the browser. We are getting welcome to Angular student project. This is how we can render the content dynamically. Okay, now if we go to inspect, in the body section we have lot of files. See here, but inside our index.html we don't have that JavaScript files, but we have injected with this type of JavaScript files: runtime.js, polyfills.js, and styles.js, wonder.js, and main.js. Okay, this polyfills.js is used to load the content in the browser, because some browsers will not understand the JavaScript code. This polyfills.js will take care that process, right? The main.js, this is the entry point for our project. Clear? Now go to the command prompt. Here I am going to stop by pressing the Ctrl C. Here I am going to give a command ng build. Okay, now our project is building some bundles which will be added to our project, right? Now go to our project. See here, now this distribution folder is created. Here we have the main.js, polyfills.js, runtime.js, styles.css. Okay, during the runtime, this styles.css will be converted to styles.js. See here, here we have styles.js. Okay, now go and run our project by using ngserve. Our project is compiled and we have styles.js, right? Now go to the VS Code. Let's see how these processes are happening in the Angular project. When we give the command ngserve, the Angular project needs Webpack. That Webpack is used to bundle the needed JavaScript files which are needed for our project. This Webpack is called as bundler. This bundler needs lot of configurations for working of our project correctly. This will be take care by the Angular CLI in the background. Okay. During this time, the Angular core and third party libraries will be injected to our project. Then this index.html will be rendered in the browser. At the same time, for every programming language, we have the main entry point. This entry point is the our main.ts file. How the Angular project will know the which is our entry point, that is main.ts, that will be stored in the Angular.ts JSON, right? Here we have the options. Here we have which is our index file. In the source folder we have index.html, and the which is our main entry point, that will be in the source folder we have main.ts. Okay, see here you can ask me, here we have main.ts, inside the browser we have main.ts, because during the ng serve process all the typescript files will be converted to browser understandable javascript files. Okay, let's see our main.ts file. Here we have platform browser dynamic, that will take care our project to render in the browser. We are rendering the Angular project in the desktop browser. So we are using platform browser dynamic. If you are using mobile application, we will use platform native script dynamic. Then we are importing the app module component, where we have this app module in the inside the app module.ts. Here we have the app module class. Okay, we are having inside the app folder, in that we have app.module. Okay, we don't want to specify the extension ts. This app module is the root module for our Angular project. Then we are bootstrapping our app module by using the bootstrap module, by using the platform browser dynamics rendered in our browser. Now let's go to the app component.html. Here we have given this format, right? For loading the dynamic content, we have inside the two set of curly braces, we will give the title, that is inside the ts file. See here we have in the app component we have the variable title. Here we have the value student project, that will be rendered here. Okay, this is called as data binding. Whenever we are exchanging the data between the HTML file and the component.ts file, this is called as data binding. We will discuss that in detail in upcoming videos. That's all about this lecture. In the next lecture, we will see about creating the component manually and by using the Angular CLI. Okay. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.